Listen, my people, my condor, my eagles, no human being.
Immigrants' rights group Movimiento Conseco gathers at Fountain Street Church. They are starting a 5-day, 65-mile pilgrimage to the state capital, Lansing. What's the reason? To demand driver's licenses for all immigrants.
This is a symbolic walk to kind of bring attention to our personal journey, the journey that we always walk. And people that are undocumented, they have to live a double life.
Sierra says that while undocumented immigrants are part of the community, they also have to live in fear. In 2008, the state of Michigan began requiring driver's license applicants to provide proof of U.S. citizenship or immigration status. This causes many to drive in fear since they don't have the necessary documentation.
Right now in Michigan, people that are undocumented are not able to get driver's licenses. 10 years ago, they did have licenses, but then the governor took them away from immigrants, and so that's probably the number one way in which immigrants come into contact with police, and then enter the process. Also, come into contact with ICE. And oftentimes this also starts the process for deportation.
Sierra says that if a family member is detained and undergoes the process of deportation, it will cause a lot of unneeded stress for that family. Lowe, another group member, says that the possible dangers of the 5-day march are nothing compared to the everyday fear that comes with being an undocumented immigrant.
Dangerous walk, a dangerous living every day with fear of driving. Our community is being under attack because the state of Michigan is not giving a driver's license to immigrants. So walking is not dangerous. Driving without a license is dangerous for our immigrants and for everybody that lives here in Michigan.
Well, there are those who agree with the immigrants' right group. Others have different opinions.
I think it's great that they are practicing their right to protest and to give an example of American freedom. I don't believe, however, they understand the implications of what they're asking for. They're asking for documentation for people that are undocumented.
Some individuals think that allowing undocumented immigrants to have driver's licenses could cause problems.
What do we want? Licensing! What do we want though?
I think it's the beginning of socialism. Look at what they're doing out in California. They want to take away your guns, and then they want to give immigrants an open border, and they're trying to make it legal for all you need to vote in the United States is a driver's license. And that would mean we would have 25-30% being illegal aliens that came over into the United States.
I think it's very misconception that Republicans have no feelings for these people, that they don't believe that these people have any rights. However, we are a country of laws. We are such a great country because of those laws.
Just by stepping over into our country, they get all the rights that we get. No, they don't deserve it.
As the marchers continued their journey towards the Capitol, they experienced a range of different opinions. This wasn't enough to disrupt the march.
Yeah, some cars or start to screaming things, but can I say things? Well, yeah, so some people are doing it, but we don't care. At the end of the day, all people, we are humans.
If there's one thing members of the march want people to remember, it's that they are members of the community like anyone else. This is John Rothwell reporting.